I have today in a couple of hours, and it's for a series that's being filmed here, and I am to play like an executive producer that wants to come and shoot a movie in the neighborhood. So I'm trying to look a little more trendier. I've got my leather jacket on, some cool pants, I put on some cool boots, because I remember we had a movie shot actually in our house, and when the team came in from LA, they were dressed kind of cool and hip versus professional, like downtownish kind of vibe. So no blazers, even though like I'm a super important producer. The people that came to our house were like that too, and they were in leather jackets and they had kind of like that creative style. So that's the vibe that I'm trying to go with today. And starting off with this foundation, I really love this stuff. It's called Infallible Pro Glow. I find it really great for my skin. My daughters use the matte version of it because they don't like the glowy look. Because I am older than them, I like the dewy glowy look because I feel like it adds a little bit to me. So I'm just making sure that I cover myself well with it, and again down to my neck. And I borrowed my daughter's shirt. She doesn't know it yet, but I don't think she'll mind. I was looking for something more snug fitting. I don't tend to wear my clothing super snug fitting, so I borrowed hers. So the next thing I do is I'm going to do my blush, and I love this Pharmacy. I use this all the time. It's great because it's compact and it goes everywhere with me. So I'm going to use the contour right here. And after the live, I will put some of these links below the video if you are looking. But I thought it was just fun. So yeah, I'm excited. I've been getting pulled in for every audition so far. It's coming into Manitoba that I am like able to do, unless like it's clearly they're just looking for all men or something. But every audition that is kind of fits my age grouping or my range, I'm getting pulled in, which is honestly half the battle, because you got to get your casting director to believe in you, just bring you in for the auditions. So that is great. I'm hoping that means I'm going to book something this year. I've been working hard. I have been doing a lot of training, and I am ready to book. I have booked smaller, like non-union things. I'm just trying to make that jump now into, you know, a bigger thing, right? Prime time thing. So I'm excited about that. So today I'm going to go with a little crazier colors. I usually wear neutrals during the week, like, you know, the beiges and the browns and stuff. But when I'm doing something like this as a character, I'm okay to go a little more outside of the box. So I'm going to go towards the purples today. I find when I use those colors, you can see them on me more, and I think that's kind of fun. So I'm going to use this fluffy brush, although I just need to, there's a lot of brown in it right now. So I think I'm going to maybe mix these two together, because this one's kind of bright. So we'll see where we end up. Hopefully not too cuckoo. It definitely came out a little stronger than I thought it was going to be. So blend, 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 blend. But see, look at the difference in that. It really brought out my eye. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't normally wear this, but like I said, it's 4 apart. So I'm okay having a little more effect to my look, my eyes. I feel like I need a little more blush. So I'm going to just put a little bit more of this on here. I don't know if I do or don't, but okay. So I'm just going to let that just sit for a few minutes, and going to tackle my hair. So with my hair, I have this kind of in-between hair. It's kind of half curly, half straight. And I'm trying to let it go a little more natural and add a bit of curl into it. So I'm going to lightly brush it, hopefully just to give it a little bit nicer look. And then I'm going to add some softer curl into it. I just think it looks a little more fun. I used to wear my hair straight, but I think that looks, again, a little too businessy now. It's kind of fun to just add a little creativity even into my hair. So I use this curling iron. This is by Hot Tools. This is the 1 inch. I've had this sucker for many years, probably like 4 years. It's just lasted a really, really long time, which is great. They make a really good product, and I'll link it below, or something very similar from them. Look how curly I am underneath. So I just added a little bit of mousse. I'll show you the mousse that I use too. It is this one, Design Me. It works well to enhance a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding a little bit of curl so it looks a little bit more like my hair is a little bit done versus looking like I kind of just washed it and left it, because I feel like an executive producer would still look put together, just creative looking, right? And then I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'll just let these sit for a few minutes. Now, I recently got this from this one here. This is by Prime Lash, and they make mascara, and they also sent me some eyeliners, and I really like them. So I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna use this end to brush my eyebrow up. It's a brow pencil. I think I said eyeliner, but I meant it's a brow pencil, and it's retractable. So when I use anything like this, I always start lighter because I can be a little heavy-handed, and there's nothing worse than your eyebrow being way too dark. So I'm just going to go lightly, and it's starting to fill in quite nicely. Very nicely, actually. You know what I'm realizing? I often use a powder, but I'm realizing this pencil gives me a little bit more control of the shape of my brow, so I might start using this a bit more. So just to show you again, look at the difference. I didn't used to do my eyebrows, and my daughter's kind of got me onto it, and I just really notice it frames your face more. So that's why I make sure. And I think also because I probably don't have the same strength of pigment of color in my eyebrows as maybe when I was younger. So it's good to just fill them in. Thankfully, even though I plucked them, I didn't pluck them like super thin when I was younger. Thankfully, that's one thing I didn't do, because I think I did everything else, but permed my hair for years. I have some great pictures of really, really big hair. Did the spiral perm. Took me a while to stop perming my hair, actually. It became such a thing. I think I'm going to stay with the purple for the eyeliner, and I have this one. I don't know what this one's called, Essence. I will put the links below. And this one, it's not retractable, it's a sharpening one, but you know what, before I do that though, this eye looks a little cuckoo. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit more. I'm not the greatest blender. This looks that looks better. I just feel like one eye is stronger, like with, yeah, I think that's better. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. I'm kind of looking at the mirror behind you here, so you're stuck to my mirror. Which, I don't know if you know, I have this Octobuddy on the back of my phone. It sticks right to the back of my phone, and I can stick my phone on windows, on mirrors. It's awesome, and it helps me be hands-free and make videos like this for you guys. So I will put that link below. I get them on Amazon. They're awesome. I can't go without them now. They just work so well for everything. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to do my mascara. Which one should I use? I'll go with my all-time favorite, which is, this is the Telescopic by L'Oreal. This is my #1 mascara. I've used it for a long time. I really love it. Try other ones. I do like the Prime Lash. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this one. But today I'm gonna use this one. I love this one. Look how thin and long it is. I can get really up under my eyelash line and get really good definition. So that is why I use it. And I'll get closer so you can see. I find the fat brushes, so to speak, the big round ones, I find I can't get like right down. I don't know if my eye just waters, and I just jab myself, and I find them clumpier. I love this mascara. I just think it's like, it just lifts and separates. Look, right? And no clumping. So I'll do the other side as well. I've been learning my lines, so I'm ready to go. I used to get so nervous when I had auditions, but I've taken quite a few classes through the casting agency. They've been doing workshops, so it's made me way more comfortable. I know, looks nice. I know the guys, like, so there's 2 guys that usually are the readers, and I know them better. It's just, I used to like literally sweat when I would go for an audition, and now I'm a lot calmer. I think also I'm gonna put more curls in my hair. I audition a lot for voiceover and I'm booking for voiceover, so I think it's just working well together. I think that I'm just overcoming the nerves of auditioning. I'm just really realizing as an actor in voiceover and on camera, it's my job just to audition, right? Stop thinking about if you get it or don't get it. It's just my job every day is audition, audition, audition. And I've gotten used to in the voiceover world, like at least 20 auditions a day minimum. So it's just made me a lot more comfortable auditioning. I think I'm going to add a little bit around the front here. Yeah, my audition is in 2 hours now. I don't usually go over the lines as much the day of because if I don't know it by now, I'm in trouble. I just went over it once just so I could hear. I had my husband read the other lines for me just so I could hear them back, just so my brain functions that way. But yeah, I'll probably put some lipstick on, but not yet. Actually, I think I need to do that eyebrow a little bit more. It looks like one eyebrow's darker than the other. I'll just add a little bit more over here. If you have any questions, though, feel free to ask and I will answer them in a video. But yeah, that's about it. I'll probably jump on later. I am going to add some lip gloss or lipstick. I don't have the one I'm here right now. Let me see. I don't know. I'll probably do a stronger color. I have this one, this Sephora one, but I think I'll go a little bit stronger for today. But I'll put this on right now, just so you can kind of see like the finished look. This is more my daytime lipstick. I tend to wear a lot of pinks during the day. But yeah, okay, so I have a little bit of work to do before I go for my audition. I'm also a UGC content creator, and if you don't know what that means, I've been creating videos for brands for, I've been doing it almost 4 years now. And I do a lot of that. So I have a few videos I have to make today before I go to my audition. So I'm going to go do that. But I'll let you guys know how my audition goes. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you soon.